Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my Hartford Whalers expansion franchise here on NHL 24. In the last episode, we started with a look-in against the Minnesota Wild, where we fell 4-2. We then simmed against the Toronto Maple Leafs, where we lost 4-1. We suffered our third straight loss here against San Jose, as we were shut out 2-0. Although at the end of the episode, we were able to rebound with a huge offensive output as we beat Seattle 7-4. In this episode, we'll begin with 3 simmed games against Pittsburgh, at Vancouver, and then another game against Washington. And then we'll head to New Jersey to take on the New Jersey Devils and Jack Hughes. So here I just want to make sure Matt Murray is still in net to take on his former Pittsburgh squad, which he is, and we also will, Murray is still in. We will keep Connor McMichael out there as he'll play in his third straight game here for the Whalers after being called up. So here we go against Pittsburgh, who is towards the top in the Metro at second, tied with the Rangers behind, who both trail the Islanders, who have a 9-point lead now at the top of the Metro. So here we're going to jump into this Pittsburgh game and sim it as they enter 17-10-3, winning 8 of their last 10 games. So after the first period, Rust gets on the board as Pittsburgh leads 1-0. Still 1-0 there after the second period. So I'll just let this play out here, see if we could knot it up. Only 16 shots here in the third period, now 17 as about halfway through this third period now. Still nothing on the board. Is this going to be another 1-0 game unless we could tie it up late? Less than 2 minutes. And we're going to fall 1-0. We were shut out 2 games ago, 2-0, and in this game we are shut out 1-0 as Matt Murray, 28 saves on 29 shots. You certainly can't blame him. And Tristan Jarry records the shutout for Pittsburgh. And I want to say that's maybe the 4th time we've been shut out here in this series so far. At least the 3rd, I know that. All right, so now we'll head over to Vancouver, still with Matt Murray in goal, as Vancouver sports a similar record to us over in the West. Last time we played Vancouver, they beat us pretty bad, and they didn't even have Thatcher Demko in net. So I'm assuming he's going to be out there in this one, as he is. Josh Brown beats him as we end the first period 1-1. And now each side nets 2 goals there as Tyson Barrie gets on the power play with his 3rd goal here in about the last 4 games or so. And another defensive goal from Dmitry Orlov as Hartford jumped up 3-1, but then Ethan Bear and Kuzmenko tie it up late. So again, we'll let this third period kind of play out. In these tight games, I'll just let it play out most of the time and see. There we go. Patrick Kane puts Hartford up 4-3 early in the third period. Now less than 10 minutes remaining in the third, and we certainly need a win here as we head into New Jersey. Next game will be at Washington, but following that we will... Oh, wow, Elias Peterson ties it with 44 seconds left. That's brutal. So now we'll let this overtime play out, the 4th period, as it's been known through this series so far for whatever reason. I think we might get a shootout here, folks. It looks like it. Less than a minute now in overtime. And Philip Zadina with the lone shootout goal gives Hartford the win. That's what we've very much needed that. Philip Zadina has been red hot as of late. And here we're going to throw Scott Wedgwood in against the Capitals. And look at that. 1-6-3 over their last 10. And where are they at in the Metro right now? Or in the Central or Atlantic. No, they are in the Metro, I was going to say. They're all not. So we're now tied with the Flyers at the bottom with 30 points, and then Washington right there, only 2 points ahead of us. So a big game to kind of swing our spot there in the Metro at the bottom. But we will throw Scott Wedgwood out for this one. He hasn't seen playing time in a few games. And Connor McMichael also returning against the team who drafted him. So Washington just 1 win in their last 10 games. Hopefully we can keep them on that track as we go up 3-1 after the first period with another power play goal from Tyson Barrie, Victor Olofsson, and Nolan Patrick adding goals as well, and Alex Ovechkin adds another to his career tally. Each team adds one as John Carlson has been one of the best defensemen so far in this season, and Victor Arvidsson gets one. So let's try and hold this 2-goal lead in the third period, which we do as Olofsson scores again, and Zadina, who we're just talking about now, hits 10 goals on the season, tying his career high. So Scott Wedgwood gets the win there as Hartford wins 6-3. 4 points there from Victor Olofsson, who's really put it together as well in recent games. So now back-to-back wins heading into New Jersey. And it's Danil Tarasov returns there in Poughkeepsie. He was off to a tremendous start as our starting AHL goaltender, but he's been out most of the season after the first 10 games or so. Now it's time for some hockey. Let's get ready to rock. We're here at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey to take on division opponent New Jersey Devils, as we'll get a look here at one of the best young players in the NHL in Jack Hughes, as he'll take center ice here with Scott Lawton on the opening draw, as it's won by the Whalers, as Scott Lawton is back out there on the first line for us. Back to Barry now, gives to Kane in front, over to Lawton, save there from backup goaltender here for New Jersey, Jonathan Bernier. And we get a nice chance there right off the bat, off our opening face-off. New Jersey comes into this game struggling mightily, winning only 2 of their last 10, as key players such as Dawson Mercer and Luke Hughes have gotten injured within their past couple of games. So they'll be without them in this one. And they actually have Eric Haula, a forward, on their third defensive pairing, as they get a quick shot there in front by last year's acquisition in Timo Meier. Now Dougie Hamilton back over to Meier. He's hit there by Dmitry Orlov. Scott Lawton now with it. Peels back in his own zone. He'll give back over to Kane. Kane will give back over to Tyson Barrie now, who has some steam heading up ice, and it's intercepted there by Jonas Siegenthaler, who has missed about 10 games here in this early season. And now we'll get a penalty right out of the gate, as we tend to do, with an elbow penalty from Victor Arvidsson, who's back out there on the top line, along with Scott Lawton, who's up there for his first game back, and Patrick Kane, of course, who has been out there the whole season on our top line. So we'll face an early penalty kill opportunity, as New Jersey has a very potent power play. Good win there by JT Compher. CC tries to give to Mangiapane, who can't handle the pass. Tyler Toffoli with it. He'll give to Escher. Now Hughes takes it up ice. Back over to Escher. Jack Hughes with a rip right in front as Matt Murray flashes the leather. And you'll see New Jersey's record right there at 16-15-2. As they lead us by 2 points in the Metro. Scott Lawton another face-off win here, as Foligno retrieves in the corner. Matt Grzelcyk will pick it up over to Josh Brown. Now Scott Lawton will clear it. And it's picked up there by Holtz for New Jersey. Now Marino with it, crosses center ice. He enters the zone. Centering pass for Tyler Toffoli over to Jack Hughes, and another good save there by Matt Murray on a Jack Hughes chance. Scott Lawton will clear it almost, as it's gloved there by Holtz, who skates it back into his own zone with 40 seconds here remaining on New Jersey's power play. Jack Hughes gives over to Marino, who's hit hard there by Lawton. Marino is able to recover. Foligno interception at center ice. He gets a clear in with 15 seconds on this New Jersey power play. Very strong penalty kill here from Hartford to finish it out. Time for one more chance as Toffoli enters the zone. He gives to Hischier. Hischier tried to make some moves, but he couldn't get a shot off, as now Josh Brown with it. He's upended there hard, but he gets it away to Matt Grzelcyk, who has space in front. Back to JT Compher, and a good save there by Bernier. Compher still with it, gives to Lawton. His shot is gloved by Bernier. Good counter opportunity there from Hartford right off the penalty kill. Now the second line out there for Hartford, featuring Leo Carlsson, JT Compher, and Andrew Mangiapane. Carlson with the face-off win. Back to Dmitry Orlov. Tyson Barrie, he's been hot lately. His shot saved by Bernier. Tyson Barrie, I think, has 3 goals in our last 6 games. And I think 2 of them on the power play. Now Carlson set to go against Jesper Bachfist on the draw. Bachfist wins it back to Siegenthaler for New Jersey. Back over to Bachfist as he goes up ice. And he's hit very hard there. And that's going to be a penalty. Probably a charge. Charging on Andrew Mangiapane, as we will go on our second penalty kill here early on. And hopefully it's not another one of those games. That was a hard hit. Dang. And Bachfist, I think he has a good size advantage there on Mangiapane. It's now funny. Eric Holla at center for this power play unit, although he is a defenseman in even strength in this game for New Jersey, with their injury to Luke Hughes. And that's going to be a goal for Timo Meier as he deflects it in off the Dougie Hamilton shot. Early power play goal here for the New Jersey Devils. Former San Jose Shark there, Timo Meier with the goal. And that's how you draw it up on those screens and deflections. Dougie Hamilton and Timo Meier on the same page there. And the New Jersey Devils take an early 1-0 lead here, as Timo Meier is now the lone goal-scoring leader for the New Jersey Devils with 13 so far. As now we'll see Jake Evans, Victor Olofsson, and Philip Zadina out there for Hartford, as Siegenthaler takes it into the zone for New Jersey. Gives it to Foley, who couldn't get the shot off. Now Tatar, he scores! Tyson Barrie turns it over right in front of the net, and Tomas Tatar was there to take advantage as a quick goal for New Jersey right after their power play goal. And things are not looking good here for Hartford. And last time we saw Matt Murray against Minnesota, he didn't look too good, and now already 2 goals let up in quick succession here, as Tatar passes Palat on New Jersey's points leaders. So just 7 minutes into this game, and we already trail 2-0 with 2 early penalties. Victor Olofsson picks it up at center ice. Now Zadina enters the zone with it. Dances away, and he's hit hard there. Now Dougie Hamilton gives it to Foley. He'll peel back and give to Siegenthaler. Zadina there try to get it. Now Hischier enters the zone, and he's hit hard there. I'm glad that one's not a penalty, though. Zadina to Olofsson. Big hit there by Dougie Hamilton. What a physical game so far here in the early goings. Now it's a fully centering pass intercepted by Leo Carlsson. Now Victor Olofsson with it. Across the center ice, and he's closed off there by Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler now with it in the Hartford zone. Centering pass for Tyler Mott there, and Murray is able to take it and freeze. Not a good start here for the Whalers. Early 2-0 deficit. Still early in the game, though. Not even halfway through this first period. Fitzpatrick stalls there. And Grzelcyk almost put it in his own net. But it's saved there by Murray. Asplund on the faceoff for New Jersey, going against Leo Carlsson, as we desperate to get some offense going here. Grzelcyk gives up to Mangiapane. Mangiapane skates back, looks over his options, and he'll just keep it as he goes up into the zone. Centering pass there for Comfer. He gets a weak shot off, and an easy stop there by Bernier. And New Jersey has been a good home team most of the season. I think the second best record in the Metro among home teams. Matt Grzelcyk gets the loose puck that trickles into Hartford zone. He gives to Cody Ceci. Now back to Comfer, who goes up ice. JT Comfer, pass behind the net to Mangiapane. Now Leo Carlsson back to Ceci in the slot. His shot wide. Fitzgerald now picks it up for New Jersey. Back to Asplund. Gives to Alexander Holtz. Young New Jersey player trying to hit his stride here. Matt Grzelcyk will dump it in. I think that was Mangiapane giving chase. And offside there from New Jersey. And no, that was Connor McMichael, number 24, giving chase, as we get our first look at him in this series, as he was recently called up due to a Nick Cousins injury. And we see McMichael there on the draw, still looking for his first point here in his 6th game, with a neutral plus-minus at 0 in 5 games played. Nolan Patrick with a shot blocked in front. Patrick back to Tyson Barrie. Now Orlov in the slot. He gets a shot off. Pad save. Rebound save there off of Foligno as he bats it out of the air. As we'll get an offensive zone face-off with just over 6 minutes left in this first period. Jack Hughes against Connor McMichael. Jack Hughes wins the draw back to Hanley. Now Jesper Bratt with it. Poked away by Barry, who picks it up and gives to McMichael. Michael turns up ice and he'll clear it in. Picked up by Marino. Timo Meier now with it as he enters Hartford territory. Centering pass stolen there by Nolan Patrick. Foligno will pick it up in the corner, and he gives it across to Tyson Barrie. Barrie up to Patrick. Now Dmitry Orlov with it. And he's hit as the puck exits the zone. Now Barrie with it. He tries to get it up ice. It's picked off by Jack Hughes. Now Bratt back to Hughes. In front for Jesper Bratt. And a glove save by Matt Murray in transition. Good chance there for the Devils, Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes, but Matt Murray was all in on that one. As now Jesper Bachvist and Scott Lawton will take the draw here. Dougie Hamilton right in front, can't get a shot off. Akiari picks it up, and another save there by Matt Murray on a close chance there. And now we'll have another defensive zone draw, this time to the left of Matt Murray. Scott Lawton, this team's leader in faceoff percentage, gets a win there, but New Jersey picks it up and gets a shot off, which is deflected away. Now Siegenthaler with it at the blue line. Dougie Hamilton back over to Siegenthaler, who gets a shot off through traffic, and it's saved by Matt Murray. Stanley now with it. He dumps it out of the zone. And I thought that was going to go for an icing, but it does not. And now Dougie Hamilton with it. Peels back, gives to Palat, who gives up ice to Akiari, who dumps it in, and it'll be picked up there by Josh Brown. Josh Brown gives to Philip Zadina. Zadina pass across. Campy isn't handled by Olofsson as Akiari picks it up for the Devils. Now Palat into the zone. He'll get a shot off. Pad save there, Matt Murray. Bachfist. Back to Dougie Hamilton now in front as Siegenthaler couldn't handle it. Picked up by Josh Brown for Hartford. Philip Zadina tries to give across ice, and it does get to Victor Olofsson. That looked like it was going to be intercepted. As Olofsson takes it into the zone, his shot with 10 seconds left, save Bernier. Hartford still with a chance here. Jake Evans in front. Glove save Bernier. We haven't seen much offensive opportunities here for Hartford, but we got two good chances there late. And now with an offensive draw with 3.8 left on the clock. Good save there by Bernier on a quick snapshot from, I believe that was Victor Olofsson. So Nico Hischier will be out there against Leo Carlsson on the draw. Hartford, of course, wants to win this one and get a shot off. Tied up there, and it's going to go to Tatar, as this period will end with a 2-0 New Jersey lead. We committed 2 early penalties, and we're only able to kill off one of those. And then, yeah, we weren't able to get much going offensively, so hopefully we can regroup after this first period and come out stronger in the second. As we'll see, Jack Hughes and Scott Lawton back out there to take the face-off to start this second period. And Lawton wins a draw. Some congestion in front. Devils end up with it. Bratt back to Hamilton. Now Timo Meier with some space as he enters the zone. He tries to deke Orlov, who picks it up. Now Orlov to Victor Arvidsson, gives up to Scott Lawton. Peels it back, gives over to Tyson Barrie. Nice maneuver there to get away from Timo Meier, although New Jersey recovers. Meier back to Hamilton, up to Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler to Jesper Bratt. Bratt tries to dance in to win some space, but he's closed off there by Tyson Barrie, who's going to commit a tripping penalty as Hartford commits their 3rd penalty of the game. Just need to play a little more discipline there. Barrie closed him off pretty well, and then New Jersey still kept it, and he was kind of in a desperate spot. I mean, that's where he committed the penalty there on Jesper Bratt. So we'll see this New Jersey power play again, which is 1 for 2 here, with Jack Hughes, Tyler Toffoli, and Nico Hischier out there. Very strong unit. Hughes wins back to Marino with a slap shot, and it's gloved by Matt Murray right off the face-off. Logan Stanley and Toffoli giving each other some pleasantries in front. And we'll do it again with JT Compher on the draw against Jack Hughes. Good win there by JT Compher. Josh Brown can't do anything with it. It's stolen. Slap shot there. Dougie Hamilton. It's wide. Tatar picks it up. Over to Jack Hughes. Now Hamilton, another rip, and it's blockered away by Matt Murray. Loose puck ends up on the stick of Comfer. Now back to the blue line for Dougie Hamilton. Loose puck picked up by Mangiapane. Now it's stolen back by New Jersey. Heischer back to Hamilton. Over to Toffoli. Now Tatar with it. Tatar over to Heischer. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton gets some space in front for Jack Hughes. Pad save. Rebound. And it's picked up by Josh Brown. And his clear attempt hits JT Comfer in the face and stays in the zone for New Jersey. JT Comfer now picks off the centering pass and gets the dump in. And we're going to commit another penalty here, folks. Mangiapane is going to go for tripping off this Heischer chance. And a rebound, Tyler Toffoli. It didn't even matter. New Jersey back in transition, and that's an easy goal. That was on a delayed penalty. So I believe the penalty that we were already killing will just remain. Or now do they go to a 2-minute power play? I guess we'll see here. So Hartford's going to go down 3-0 early on in this second period. Not a good look thus far, folks. So yeah, they will get a 2-minute power play. So now a fresh power play for the Devils after that tripping penalty by Mangiapane, while Hartford was already on a penalty kill. So now Eric Helllooo with it in the slot. And Matt Murray, he's tired. He just has no stamina right now. Helllooo right in front, save. Another chance for Helllooo blocked by Dmitry Orlov. Shot blocked there as Foligno will get the clear. Matt Murray, a lot of shots faced already in this game, I believe at 20, as New Jersey now on their 4th power play. Eric Helllooo in front for Bratt. Helllooo picks up the rebound. Cece can't get it out. Helllooo still with it. Very good power play shift here. Marino at the blue line as it trickles out of the zone. Foligno gives chase. He'll pick it up. And he gets to clear down the boards. Holtz picks it up and turns up ice with about 30 seconds left on this power play for the Devils. Eric Helllooo enters the zone. Closed off there by Orlov. They fight. Orlov wins the puck battle. Now Patrick Kane out there, who we haven't seen out on the ice in a while, I feel. There's just 5 seconds left on this power play. And it will be killed as Evans takes it up ice and Mangiapane comes out of the box. Evans working his way into the zone. Patrick Kane saved there by Bernier. Mangiapane back to Tyson Barrie. Now Orlov can't handle it. His shot blocked in front as Bernier freezes a puck behind the net. And we're facing Jonathan Bernier, Devils' backup goalie, who hasn't been too great to start this season, but we just haven't been able to put the chances together there as you see his goals against at 3.54. Matt Murray, not too much better so far, although he does have those 2 shutouts to his credit. Now Victor Olofsson with a big hit there on Marino as the puck trickles into the neutral zone, picked up by Orlov, who gives to Tyson Barrie back in Hartford territory. Tyson Barrie skates up ice, gives to Jake Evans, who will skate it into the zone. Taken there by Hanley, now to Foley with it. Stolen there by Victor Olofsson. He'll regroup, now upended against the boards by Heischer. Puck battle there against the boards, picked up by New Jersey as Hanley takes it into Hartford zone. He'll give back to Tatar. Another Hartford penalty, slashing Victor Olofsson. This is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. I even turned the sliders down a little bit, and it seems now we're getting even more penalties. At least if there was balance, but 5 Hartford penalties. And, what was that? Just, the AI just needs... AI needs a lot of work here in these NHL games, but that's my 3-second rant. We're back to it as Jack Hughes wins another face-off for New Jersey on the power play as his pass to Foley will go out of the zone. Jack Hughes back with it, entering the zone he'll get a chance right in front. Pass intercepted there by Josh Brown. Now Heischer gets a shot off, and I think that hit the post. To Foley with it in front. He goes back to Dougie Hamilton. Jack Hughes back to Dougie Hamilton, over to Tyler Toffoli. Hamilton now with it. He gets some space in front. His shot blocked in front by, I believe that was Hughes or Grizzlick. Dougie Hamilton, another shot, glove save, Matt Murray. With all the shots Murray's faced in this one and high opportunity chances for New Jersey, I mean, he's made some pretty big saves in this game despite those 3 goals given up. We haven't had much offensive zone time, obviously, on the penalty kill now for the 5th time as Eric Hell's back out there for the New Jersey power play. Logan Stanley with for Hartford. His clear attempt can't go. Mangiapane picks it up, and he's tripped there finally. Hartford's going to get a power play. Not a full 2-minute power play, but a power play nonetheless, as Hamilton heads to the box for tripping, as we'll have, I think it said 40 seconds of 4-on-4. Yeah, it looked like Mangiapane was going to have some momentum going up ice, and then Hamilton decides to just trip him, as we'll go to 4-on-4 now with 51 seconds. Helllooo wins the draw here on this 4-on-4 line for the Devils. Mangiapane fighting for it. Is he going to go for tripping? Oh my goodness. This is brutal and frustrating, but we're going to commit another penalty as Mangiapane now heads to the box. And we will not, I was going to say we will not get a power play, but I don't even care if we get a power play in this game, as long as we don't commit any more penalties. So now 4-on-3 hockey, as Barry gives up the boards, picked up by Patrick. Barry gives back to Patrick, who enters New Jersey territory. It's poked away, picked up by Tyson Barrie, as we're back to 4-on-4. Victor Olofsson gets a chance out of the box. And is that going to be a tripping? I think that's going to be a tripping there on New Jersey. Back to the point for CC. Logan Stanley. And he's taken there by Jack Hughes, as New Jersey Devil, it looked like Alexander Holtz was going for a block shot. And as he laid the body, he ended up tripping either Barrie or Mangiapane. I forget who that was, but another penalty here in the second period, as Olofsson got tripped there, as he had a shot attempt right in front of the net. So we'll now be at 4-on-3 for 25 seconds. I can't even keep track of all these. Lawton wins the draw. Carlson had a chance in front, but he's overtaken as the Devils get the clear. Picked up by Patrick Kane, who's hit hard there in the corner. Leo Carlson gives to Dmitry Orlov with some space. And that's going to be an offside. Tried to do something fancy, and it went behind him as Carlson was already in the zone. Unnecessary right there, but Scott Lawton's still out there to take this draw against Jack Hughes, as we're being outshot 22-10 in this one. Tyson Barrie tries to work his way in, but he's overtaken by Jack Hughes. Big hit there by Orlov on Jack Hughes, who had some momentum going up ice. So now just under a minute left, Hartford will get a power play. Leo Carlson with it. He skates towards the net. Leo Carlson backhand save Bernier. Patrick Kane retrieves it in the corner. Dougie Hamilton playing against him on the boards. Now Jack Hughes will get to clear up ice. Taken by Arvidsson. He passes back over to Grzelcyk. Now to Leo Carlson. Patrick Kane picks it up. Overtaken by Jesper Bratt. They're fighting along the boards for the puck. Kicked back in a New Jersey zone. Picked up by Marino. He's hit there by Carlson. Now Jack Hughes with it. Grzelcyk will pick it up in neutral ice. Grzelcyk gives to Olofsson as New Jersey killed that power play, that Hartford power play. Carlson shot in front, blocked. Mangiapane trying to get something going. Behind the net. In front for Grzelcyk, in front for Carlson. He scores! So the Hartford Whalers make it 3-1 with some good offensive persistence there, as Leo Carlson finishes for his 6th goal of the season. That was Mangiapane, I think, to Grzelcyk. And then Grzelcyk hits Carlson right in front as he beats Bernier glove side on the backhand. Much needed goal for Hartford. So Carlson with his 19th point of the season. With 6:29 in this second period, Hartford with a much needed goal as they're back in it, 3-1 now, as they win the face-off off the goal. Grzelcyk now takes it in. And Alexander Holtz will take possession. Peels back, gives over to Siegenthaler. Now Asplund with it. Creating space, he'll give back to Hamilton, I believe that is. No, Siegenthaler with the rip, and a glove save there by Matt Murray. That was a good shot and a good save there from Murray to keep it at a 2-goal game. Now Connor McMichael on the draw against New Jersey's 4th line. McMichael wins it. Loose puck trickles to a Jersey Devil. Now Holtz picks it up. Hamilton with it. Hit there from Foligno on a loose puck dancing down the boards, as Foligno is not able to get to it, as Siegenthaler picks it up, and he'll give to Holtz, who has some momentum going up ice as he works his way into the zone. Good play there by Connor McMichael. As Fitzgerald retrieves now to Bachvist. Bachvist centering pass. And that was Mott, who couldn't get a clean shot off in front. And a stoppage, as we'll have a defensive zone face-off with Jake Evans out there leading our third line. We are winning the face-off circle at least. As we get another one there, Philip Zadina will take it up ice. Zadina's still with it. He loses possession, picked up by Bachvist, who gives to Holla. Now Palat with it. And he's overtaken by Orlov, who gives to Evans working his way up ice. Evans hit hard there. Now Eric Holla retrieves the puck. Palat with it. Olofsson still fighting there in the corner. He wins the possession, and his forehand shot in front closed off by Bernier. Now puck to center ice, picked up by Hartford. Orlov now with it. Orlov takes it in, works his way to the middle. Gives to Jake Evans in front. Shot, rebound. Picked up by Fitzgerald for the Devils. He gives to Hischier coming off the bench. Hischier pass for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald tries to get a slap shot off, and it's blocked. Orlov picks it up with a minute left now in this second period. Hard hit there by Zadina or Olofsson. I'm not sure who that was. Shot in front by Hischier, and a glove save by Matt Murray, who's been very well since those first first flurry of goals given up early in this game. As long as we could stay off the penalty kill, I think we have a shot here at coming back. And a good glove there by Matt Murray. Nico Hischier still out there for the Devils, former first overall pick. Playing against Nolan Patrick in this one, who was the second overall pick that same draft. JT Compher tries to work his way in as less than 10 seconds left now in this second period. Hischier with it. Now Tatar. Marino. And that'll do it for the second period as Hartford gets one, but so do the Devils. So it's still a 2-goal deficit as Hartford enters the third period, being outshot 24-14. And we just need to stay off the penalty kill with 6 penalties already through 2 periods. And again, like we started the first and second period, Scott Lawton and Jack Hughes back out there for the faceoff, won by Hartford. Barry will give to Patrick Kane entering the zone. We need some magic from Patrick Kane here. Tyson Barry with a shot or pass to Victor Arvidsson, who had a quick shot in front, and it was saved. Now Barry with it. He'll give over to Orlov. Shot, and that just went wide. Orlov had a shot from the blue line that just went wide. A good shot there from Orlov. As Orlov now picks it up in the defensive zone. Jack Hughes gives chase. Orlov still with it. He'll give to Patrick Kane. Now Tyson Barry with the puck, entering the zone. Pass behind the net for Scott Lawton. In front for Dmitry Orlov. Goal! Dmitry Orlov scores. Great creativity there off that primary assist from Scott Lawton. As now it's a 3-2 game, and the Hartford Whalers are clawing their way back in this one. Pass behind the net. Backhand pass from Scott Lawton, who finds Dmitry Orlov right in front. And a good possession there by Tyson Barry, Scott Lawton, and Orlov on the finish. As it's now a 3-2 game after Hartford was trailing 3-0. Scott Lawton with his 20th point, third on Hartford, tied with Philip Zadina. So now 18 minutes left in this game, and we'll get another faceoff draw. Scott Lawton wins another one. Victor Arvidsson now with it. He dances his way into the zone. Centering pass. A good opportunity there for Patrick Kane, but it's going to be corralled there by Bernier, who freezes the puck. Hartford now with all the momentum, it seems, after New Jersey owned time on attack and shots early in this game. And New Jersey will get a much-needed face-off win there as Hischier beats Carlson on the draw. To Foley up to Hischier. Hischier's going to take it into the zone. Works his way in front. Siegenthaler with a shot. Pad save Matt Murray. Mangiapane to Compher. Compher takes it in. His centering pass intercepted by Tatar, who gives it to Foley. Foley's going to dance. He's going to be hit there hard by, I'm not sure who that was. Oh, that was JT Compher with a nice hit there. As Toffoli tried to work his way into the zone. Now Barry crosses center ice to Mangiapane. Mangiapane waits. Centering pass for JT Compher. And it's a goal! Leo Carlson with his second goal of the game. I don't know exactly what happened there. I think it deflected off the back of Jonathan Bernier. Let's watch this again. Pass right there in front, off the post, and then off the back of Bernier. As Karlsson gets the bank shot to tie the game. Right off the back there of Bernier. And he's just, one of the worst goals you could give up there. As Hartford knots it up at 3 after previously trailing 3-0 in this game. Karlsson with his 20th point and his second goal of the game as he looks for his first career hat trick here against the Devils. Him still at center ice with Comfort and Mangiapane assists. As again, Hartford claws their way back and ties it up at 3 here early in the third period. Now Karlsson will take it over and he'll skate into the zone. He's certainly playing with a lot of confidence right now. Mangiapane now with it in front to Karlsson. In front for Grzelcyk. His shot blocker save. Zadina passes it back to Grzelcyk. He'll get a shot off save there by Bernier, and Hischiar's going to win that battle against Zadina as he gives to Tatar. Tatar over to Toffoli. Toffoli in front for Hischiar. Save! Rebound. Tatar will put that one home, and he gets his second goal of the game as New Jersey goes back on top 4-3 as they demonstrate some good puck movement themselves. Toffoli takes it in. Pass across to Hischiar, and then Hischiar with another pass in front for Tatar. And a good puck movement, good chemistry there from the Devils as they beat Hartford on the rush. And Murray was just late on that rebound. So now we'll play from behind yet again with 13:40 in this third period in a 4-3 game. Draw one there by Jake Evans. Zadina now with it in the zone, picked up by Hanley. He gives to Palat, the former Tampa Bay Lightning. Jake Evans steals it as he turns into the zone. His pass over to Olofsson doesn't go as it's picked up there by Chiari. Now Marino with it for the Devils. He'll enter Hartford territory. He'll get the dump in. Retrieved there by Matt Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk still with it in his own zone as he gives up to Victor Olofsson. And nothing there for Olofsson as he's closed off, but he does get the dump in. Picked up by Marino, though, who gives to Bachfist. Now Bachfist enters the zone for the Devils. Centering pass there for Marino. Save Matt Murray. He closed that off well. Palat, another shot. And a good save there from Matt Murray off a hard shot there from Palat right in front. Now Arvidsson with it for Hartford. He takes it in. And I think that one hit the post as well. Kane picks it up. Scott Lawton back to Kane. Now Lawton with it. He'll give to Logan Stanley with the shot glove save there as he's able to bat that one away by Bernier. Stanley with it again. Can't handle it at the point. Turns away. He'll give to Scott Lawton. Lawton with a chance in front. Pad save Bernier. Rebound. Patrick Kane. Goal. Patrick Kane ties it up. And this game is tied up yet again now at 4. As Hartford, another persistent offensive zone there for the Whalers as Kane nets his 16th of the season and nothing Bernier can do there. He's in a bad spot. You have Patrick Kane, one of the best goal scorers right there, and he's not going to be denied as he ties the game for Hartford. And Lawton with an assist on that one, his second assist of the game as he's back out there on that top line. And Jack Hughes will get a timely face-off win there by the Devils. Intercepted at center ice by Patrick Kane. And that's going to be offside there by Scott Lawton, who's just offside. There you see the Devils' upcoming games versus the Anaheim Ducks coming next. A rematch of the 2004 Stanley Cup. Is that when the Devils and Anaheim? No, it was earlier than that. Maybe 03 or 2000. Back when Jean-Sebastien Giguère was the goalie for the Ducks. And he had the coolest goalie mask on those NHL games back in the day. Probably about 20 years ago now at this point. Almost 20 years ago. As we're in the third period of a 4-4 game with 8:56 left with Scott Lawton now winning the draw there for Hartford. Arvidsson now with it along the boards. It'll be picked up by Fitzgerald for the Devils. Now Eric Holla gives to Jack Hughes with space in front. He tries to get the pass there to Meyer. Closed up by Barry. Hughes recovers in front. Backhand shot. Save. And then Meyer had a shot save as Murray was sprawling around out there. But Orlov was able to fend off Jack Hughes. You don't want to give Hughes a chance like that in front. And that definitely could have been another go-ahead goal for the Devils. But Good job by Dmitry Orlov there tying up Jack Hughes, who couldn't get a shot off, as Murray's able to freeze that one. All right, Scott Lawton takes another draw here for Hartford. 27 saves in this game for Murray. Tyson Barrie picks up the loose puck. Fitzgerald now to Asplund to Holtz. Holtz peels back, gets some space in front. He gives to Eric Haula, who shoots, and a blocker save there from Matt Murray, as Marcus Foligno now takes it up ice. He dumps it in, picked up by Haula. And Foligno persistent there, but Haula passes it across ice, now picked up by McMichael, who kicks back, picked up by Tyson Barrie. Skates behind his own net. Pass over to Connor McMichael, who tried to get Foligno on a long pass, but the icing waved off with Foligno winning the battle in front for McMichael over Nolan Patrick off the post. Wow, what a good sequence there, as we're going to commit another penalty. Marcus Foligno, he's always a liability to commit a penalty when he's out there. He played a tremendous shift up to that point, and now Hartford will commit, I believe, their 7th penalty of the game and go to the penalty kill yet again here in this one. And what seconds can do, Hartford almost gets that goal there, and then they don't, and just a few seconds later they fall to the penalty kill. So what a swing just a few moments present, as Hartford now in familiar territory back there on the penalty kill, as the clear attempt goes to Jake Evans with a chance, and his shorthanded shot saved by Bernier as he plays it to Heischer. Hamilton now with it, gives up to Jack Hughes. Tyler Toffoli with it. He enters the zone. Pass to Heischer in front. Now Hamilton back to Toffoli, who couldn't handle it, and it's picked up in the corner by Matt Grzelcyk. He kicks up to Comfort, still battling in the corner. Grzelcyk with it in front. Jack Hughes, and that was a horrible turnover there from Matt Grzelcyk. Hughes it was served on a silver platter right there for Jack Hughes, and he couldn't put it home. Now Dougie Hamilton with it enters the zone. Evans back to Brown. We got to get it clear here. And we get it clear passed into the New Jersey territory, as just 30 seconds left now on this Devils power play with Toffoli taking it in. Going up against Grzelcyk. Centering past Jack Hughes, save Matt Murray. Despite all the goals allowed in this game, Matt Murray's been pretty solid and has kind of stood on his head at times in this one. Despite giving up 4 goals, he's kind of kept us in it. Scott Lawton wins a draw. Orlov gets it clear out of the zone, picked up by Holtz as he re-enters the zone. Good hit there by Lawton, as this power play is going to come to an end as Hartford takes it into New Jersey zone. Shot there to Lawton, rebound picked up by Marino. Lawton almost got his own rebound, as we're at even strength now with just about 2.5 minutes in this third period in a tie game. Jesper Bratt now with it. Centering pass picked off by Patty Kane. He gives to Dmitry Orlov. Orlov with it. Centering pass for Patrick Kane. Shot wide. Looked like he had Bernier blocker side there, but it goes wide. Now Orlov back with it. He gives to Tyson Barrie. Barrie over to Patrick Kane. Now Lawton with it. He gets a weak shot off, taken by Alexander Holtz. Eric Haula gives to Jesper Bratt. Now Alexander Holtz back with it to Timo Meier. Back to Bratt. And he's hit hard there by Scott Lawton, really playing a physical shift here late in this game. Tyson Barrie fighting with Eric Haula, who kicks up the boards. It's picked up by Bratt. Now Haula back with it. Pass picked off by Tyson Barrie. Tyson Barrie gives to Arvidsson with 20 seconds left here. Scott Lawton chance in front. It's blocked by Marino, who takes it and gives to Jesper Bratt. Eric Haula now with it enters the zone. Fighting with JT Compher along the boards. Loose puck. Won by Haula. He has a shot in front. Save Murray. Timo Meier rebound shot in front. Save Murray. With just seconds left, as New Jersey could have easily won this game with one of those shots falling. But Matt Murray keeps the play in front of him and reacts quickly as he saves this game for Hartford. And they're going to at least get a point out of this one after being down 3-0. As the end of regulation presents a 4-4 game, as we're going to head to overtime. Or the fourth period, as we've been calling it in this series, I suppose. We're going to just stick with it. We're going to have Scott Lawton, Patrick Kane, and Tyson Barrie out there to start overtime against Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, and Dougie Hamilton. As Hartford wins the face-off, Barrie right with it, and Bratt's able to give him the stick lift and steal possession. Now Barrie fighting with Jack Hughes with it. Barrie gives Tries to get it to center ice to Patty Kane, but Devils take it now. Jesper Bratt with it into the zone. He goes over to Hamilton with a rip. Blocker save, Murray. Patrick Kane gives to Tyson Barrie. Barry's still with it. Poked away there by Hughes. Barrie bounce pass off the wall to Patrick Kane, who beats Dougie Hamilton one-on-one. Centering pass is taken by Bratt. Good recovery there from Hamilton, though. I guess Kane really didn't beat him one-on-one, although he won some space. But Hamilton's big posture is just able to close it off as he hits Kane there. Loose puck. Kane's going to win it, but then close off again by Hamilton. Another chance in front, but Hamilton retrieves another loose puck as a 2-on-1 here for the Devils. Timo Meier up to Nico Hischier. Game on a stick, and he scores. Nico Hischier with the game-tying goal here in overtime. The Devils are going to take this one. They haven't been playing good hockey as of late, but a lot of power plays here in this one propelled them to victory. And Hartford, tremendous resilience in this one, and you got to be happy to still even pick up a point here on away ice. As Nico Hischier scores the overtime goal, and the Devils win 5-4 in this battle of metropolitan teams. It was a good one. It didn't look like it was going to be good at 3-0, but we were able to fight back, and we were able to preserve some self-respect here in this one. You see that Patrick Kane tying goal. Matt Murray made some big saves here down the stretch, but then ultimately we couldn't come out on top in this one. We never led, although we were able to tie it a few times. But Tyler Toffoli, the first star there, 1 goal, 1 assist. We were outshot 38-25, and as we go 5 for 7 on the penalty kill. Tatar 2 goals as well with 2 hits. Leo Carlsson also with 2 goals in this game. And then the first star, Nico Hischier, the game-winning goal in overtime and 2 assists. The captain there for New Jersey delivering. All right, so to close this episode, we'll just simulate these next 2 games here against Calgary and then away against Seattle. And we will keep Matt Murray in for this game, despite he faced a lot of shots there in an overtime game against New Jersey, but we'll just keep him out there coming off a win now. As we sim this first period against Calgary, we'll fall 2-1 as Leo Carlsson nets another goal after having a multiple game in our last contest against the Devils. We'll sim this second period as we tie it up at 2 with former Calgary Flame Andrew Mangiapane knotting it up. So as we tend to do in these tie games, we'll just slowly sim this third period. Looks like we had an early power play chance, but nothing doing. Now less than 15 minutes left here in the third period. As shots are pretty even, 24 apiece now. As we hit the halfway mark of this third period. Still a tie game in Hartford. Calgary getting a few shots on net. Now less than 5 minutes remaining. And Nick Foligno with a late goal to put Hartford up 3-2. Let's see if we can hold here down the stretch. And we are going to hold. So we were down 2-1 in this game, and then a goal from Mangiapane ties it, and Foligno to take the lead with just over 4 minutes left in the third period. Great win here by the Whalers, and another win by Matt Murray as he saves 26 shots. Foligno and Carlsson, the second and third star respectively, each with a goal in this game, as we'll head to 3-1-1 in this episode. Very strong showing so far, as we're set to face again the Seattle Kraken. And we will throw Scott Wedgwood out for this one. Last game we did beat Seattle 7-4. So let's see if we can kind of match that offensive output. We're going to sim this one, not play it. And also, we saw before the Devils game, before we jumped into the Devils game, Daniil Tarasov, our AHL goalie, returned from injury. He actually got injured in his next game, so he's out again. So Arthur Silovs remains our AHL starting goaltender, as we'll simulate this first period as we go up 1-0 with a goal from Dmitry Orlov. So in the second period, another goal from Nolan Patrick, as we're up 2-0 heading into the third period. And we're going to hold as Wedgwood allows 1 goal to Dylan Sprong But otherwise, Wedgwood with 32 saves on 33 shots. Very strong showing there from our backup goalie. As we'll win yet another one here in this episode. A very strong episode. Last episode we went 1-3, but we rebound here going 4-1-1. And we're again hitting a nice streak as we won. Before we hit that skid where we lost a few there, where we hit that 3-game skid, we had previously won 5 out of 6. So won 5 out of 6, then lost 3 straight. And now we're kind of back on track, winning 4 out of 6, going 4-1-1 during that span. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, going 6-1-1. Let me see. I'm sorry. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. 5-1-1 in our last 7. So we're putting the points together, and we're keeping our heads above water there in the Metros. We're almost at the midway point of this season. As you see at the bottom, I'll actually just pull it up real quick to give you a little standings update. As we sit at 17, 16, and 3, the Islanders still paving the way here in the Metro, followed by Pittsburgh and New York, who have been steadily 2-3 so far this season, and everybody else is kind of just in the middle. As you see, Columbus and Hartford with 37 points, Devils with 36, Hurricanes 35, Washington 34, and Philly 32. So aside from the top 3 teams, the remaining 6 teams in the division are only 5 points apart. So still very balanced there in the Metro. And we're going to have to really play well in those divisional games. As next episode, we will sim a few to start. I'll just pull up the calendar here yet again. We will simulate a home game against Chicago, simulate a road game against Philly, who has been the only team, consistently under us in the division this year. And then we'll jump into a game versus San Jose on New Year's on January 1st. So hopefully we can start this new year with a win as we host the San Jose Sharks. We haven't tuned into a home game in a while. And then following that game against the Sharks, we're going to have an episode where we simulate a lot, and we'll really probably get through most of January in that episode. So just to repeat, next episode we'll sim a few games, jump in against the Sharks, and following that, we will have a big sim episode as we have a couple episodes. And at this point from the season, we'll try to kind of get the pace going along a little bit faster and see as we can try to make this playoff push here in year 1. So this is where I'm going to leave you, as I'll tend to do at the end of episodes. I'll just kind of scroll through these draft class prospects at the top so you kind of get a feel. Going kind of fast, but as always, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.